I was fine. And then this dismissive avoidant person came along and they made me insecure. Okay, well, I do hear that a lot with a lot of people who talk to me about their first experience with a dismissive avoidant. The thing is, though, it's probably not their first. They don't realize that just because it's their first romantic connection to one doesn't mean they haven't actually come across the emotionally unavailable themselves in the past. And yes, they were already insecure before they met their dismissive avoidant love interest. But I was operating just fine all my whole life. I felt secure. I made good decisions, and now I'm like, what is wrong with me that this person has triggered this feeling within me that I have to chase after their validation? It's a pattern that already existed with someone else in your past who was emotionally unavailable, normally a parent. And when a child has a parent who's emotionally unavailable, they create a pattern for survival because the parent actually needs to show up for the child. The child's not capable of fending for themselves. So that pattern's formed by the child and usually involves self abandonment. The child makes themselves acceptable in some way by repressing parts of their actual natural expression. So the parent becomes someone who's prepared to show up for them. It's functionally or dysfunctionally functional. Now that you've come across someone else later in life and they're emotionally unavailable and they're kind of triggering that old pattern straight back to the surface again. I was okay before. Were you really? Were you really? Because that insecurity existed your whole life. And it may seem as if you have operated fine and secure your whole life, but I'll guarantee that that insecurity has affected every decision and every relationship you've ever had, but you are unaware of it. Now it's been brought to the surface where you cannot ignore it. This is your moment. This is your opportunity, your gift that's been given to you by a dismissive avoidant person. So you can begin to take ownership of what's going on instead of saying they may be insecure. It's your opportunity to say, I am insecure and now I have a chance to see it and do something about it. You want to do something about that? I can show you how. I came from that too. Reach out, let's have a conversation about what it means for you to restore your relationship with yourself to an extent where people like dismissive avoidance don't trigger an insecurity anymore.